Hi! Hi, this is Rooftop Trombone in the age of COVID-19. And you know what? Today is, I should have shown you, today is number 95, day number 95. We've been doing this for almost 100 days. And when I say we, I mean thank you for being here. Because that's just every bit as important as me being here. In fact, if nobody watched these at all, and I know there's very few of you watching right now, but I know we'll get a few of you going later. Anyway, if nobody watched these at all, it wouldn't be worth all this for me to do them. So it's great to have you here. I'm so happy to have you here. Today, of course, is Saturday, June the 20th, and my name, I think I already mentioned, is Don. I'm Don Bowyer. I should have been more formal. Don Bowyer. I'm the Dean of the School of Arts at Sunway University. That's one word, Sunway University in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Not quite in the middle of the city, but in the metropolitan area. Actually, the particular neighborhood we're in is called Sunway City. Because it's all sun. It's a company town. It's a great town. You really need to come visit as soon as you're allowed to. Let's see. I have been on day number Malaysia. I go through this story every day, but I know there's every day I add several people send me friend requests, and I figure I need to go through the story again. And by the way, welcome if you're one of my new friends, mostly trombone players from parts of the world I haven't visited yet. I'd love to come. Anyway, one day when we can travel again. Anyway, Malaysia has been on a lockdown. We call it Movement Control Order, MCO, for 95 days. That's, by the way, if you're doing the math real fast in your head, that's a lot of weeks. Anyway, it's a bunch of weeks. It's like 13 weeks and a half. We're coming up on 14-week anniversary on Tuesday. And on day number one, I went out on my rooftop, which is the other side of this room that we're on now, and played for, actually that first day I think I only played for about 3 or 4 minutes and probably talked for 20 minutes, who knows. But I committed to playing some trombone on my rooftop every day for the duration of the movement control order. And I still go on the rooftop occasionally, but most of the time now I'm on the balcony because over time I've picked up some listeners from right here in my apartment complex, Palmville, by the way, if you want to stop by. Actually, I don't think you can. Actually, maybe you can now. We were in a strict movement control order for 7 weeks. For 5 weeks then, we were under a conditional movement control order, and for the last 1.5 weeks, we've been under what's called a recovery movement control order. And so each things, gradually, a little by little, things open up. But you know what? It's been 95 days since we first closed down. Today I went to the grocery store, and 100% of the people there were wearing masks. If you or someone you know thinks that wearing a mask is dumb, well, that's a dumb thing to think. That's all I can say. Anyway, Malaysia has done extremely well with this virus. In fact, I think we are now down to 300, I don't remember the exact number, less than 400 people in the entire country of Malaysia who still have the virus. I think yesterday there were 6 new cases. 32 million people in Malaysia. Less than 10 new cases yesterday, and less than 400 total who are still sick. And what I think is especially cool, first of all, we haven't had any fatalities in a number of days now, but secondly, there are only 3 people in the entire country who are in critical condition, intensive care. And it was, earlier this week, it was 4 people and nobody passed away, which means somebody who was in intensive care was upgraded to not intensive, which I think is great news. We're very excited about that. Anyway, if you've been following along, you know I've been advocating whining is probably a better word, about the fact that my wife was out of the country when the movement control order was activated, and in fact she was on her way back at the time, and unfortunately didn't get in under the wire, and so she has been for more than 95 days in the United States, well, except for a 4-day turnaround going to Japan and back because she couldn't get this side of Japan. Anyway, so that's a long story. That's not important. Point is, every day now we're getting hints that she might be able to come back soon. I'm kind of hoping that it happens in June. What's today, the 20th? We still got 10 days in June. I'm rooting for June return. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I also need to mention that tomorrow will be a special Father's Day show. If you've been following these, you know that I did a Mother's Day show downstairs down on the ground floor in the courtyard because the local residents asked me to do that. And it was a little bit longer. Normally I only play 2 or 3 tunes for 10-15 minutes. On Mother's Day it was, I don't know, 10 or something and 45 minutes. And I think tomorrow may actually be longer. They've asked me to do this again tomorrow for Father's Day. I'm delighted to do it. You know, my initial concern when I started doing these short shows on my rooftop was if I play very long, my neighbors are going to complain. And maybe some of them have, and I just didn't hear it. But fortunately, a whole bunch of neighbors have been very cool about it, and in fact have asked me to come play outside. So tomorrow is a special long show, and because of that, today I'm actively preparing music for tomorrow, and so today's show is only 2 tunes, although they're a little bit longer. But they're jazz tunes. I wanted to feature some music. In fact, my wife Donna suggested this several weeks ago, that I should do some music of Herbie Hancock. If you don't know the name Herbie Hancock, that's okay. You can look it up. He's still alive. He's just a giant of jazz piano player. I think his first big name break was with Miles Davis back in the, I want to say late 60s. I'm probably, somebody's going to yell at me because I didn't get the exact day of the week right, but anyway, Herbie Hancock, wonderful jazz piano player who's been leading his own bands and doing exciting things for 60 years almost, 50 some years. Anyway, I'm going to do 2 of his tunes today, and the first one is called Cantaloupe Island. You're going to see a theme to these 2 tunes, by the way. So the first one is Cantaloupe Island. I hope you like it. And that's called a board fade. Oh, thank you, thank you. Neighbors downstairs. Hi. That's Herbie Hancock's Cantaloupe Island. I can't tell you when that was composed, but I know there are about 1,000 people on my friend list who can, and one of them can answer that for you. Anyway, I'm going to continue with another. That was Cantaloupe Island. This next one is called Watermelon Man. You see what I did there? It's all about melons. It's all about melons today. Anyway, this is a blues tune by Herbie Hancock, which you may have. Oh, I need to tell you one more thing. The real reason I decided to do the Herbie Hancock, I've had this on my computer for a couple weeks now since my wife talked about it. Donna, hi Donna. She gets upset when I don't mention her name. I mean, when I say my wife and leave it at that. She doesn't mind if I don't talk about her at all, but she's kind of given up hoping for that. It's the cross she bears. Anyway, I've had these Herbie Hancock tunes on my computer for a couple of weeks now, and I think I mentioned I was at the grocery store today with my mask on and everybody else with their mask on, and over the sounds, the music, the background music in the grocery store, Cantaloupe Island was playing, and I said to myself, Don, you need to play that tonight. So I just did. Yeah, our grocery store has much hipper background music than yours does, I'll bet. So I'm going to continue now with Watermelon Man, and I'm going to let them set it up a little bit. Set up that groove. But I am so happy to have you here today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the extended Father's Day show, because it's going to be fun. I'm going to bring back some of the hits from the previous episodes and also some new tunes for Dad. That's right. Okay. Thank you. Did you like that fade out? Yeah, that's right. I can pretend to play. I can do air trombone all day long. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. I need to get back to work on tomorrow's show, which is going to keep me up late tonight, but I'm excited about it, especially for all the fathers out there. If you know a father who plays trombone or used to play trombone, or maybe always wishes he played trombone, that pretty much is every father ever. But, invite them to the show tomorrow at 5 p.m. Malaysian time. Join me live over the Facebook, or if you happen to be in the Subang Jaya area of Selangor, which is the state, which is all part of the Klang Valley that surrounds Kuala Lumpur. If you happen to be in the area, I suspect the security guards would let you in. I don't know. Take your chances. You takes your chances, fellas. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow, and talk to you later.